Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Roadrunners offense will get the first possession of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, you have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this, I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Using the quick game. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Owls offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Temple lines up quickly.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Brock. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Temple lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in their zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. That's caught. It's Allen. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, I don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Roadrunners line it up with a first and goal. Wide out in motion. With the run on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's second and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, UTSA! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play, shows off. Got to make the catch first, does the rest, walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. As they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. Back to pass, it's Brock. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Adams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical downs.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Temple lines up quickly. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Adams. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score a touchdown.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Line is set on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. The Roadrunners get enough for the 1st down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking down the middle. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, I'm the OC, I'm the head coach. I don't want to take many of those. I want to...
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
and just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. Looking for a block. It's Stewart. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Fires to the big fella, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Back to throw, it's Brock. Finds his tight end. Stopped after making the catch. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Temple lines up quickly. They keep attacking through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Sixth play of the drive coming up. He's back to throw on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Collins. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it in. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Looking for a man. It's Brock. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Owl.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Handoff to the single back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Roadrunners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Temple lines up quickly. Wants to throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Brock. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
Temple lining up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Line gets set, first down. Gonna run it. It's Barnes. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Off the play fake. Pockets. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.